So I've just finished making a project, and this is what the workshop looks like. And the main reason I think it's like this is because of a lack of the proper workspace. So the only free tabletop is this one here behind the table saw, but I can't use that for any hand tool or assembly work because I've got this big dust collecting tube, and also because it's at such a low height. And even on the two surfaces that are at the correct height, the table saw and the workbench on the far end, over here, I can't use them either because, well, I need them to operate the tools themselves. And so in this video we're going to make a new central workbench, and as well as providing that extra work surface we've talked about, I also hope it can solve a few other problems, giving me extra outfeed support when I cut large sheets on the table saw, a place to store all the saw's jigs when they're not in use, the opportunity to box in the saw and thereby hopefully contain a lot of its dust, and finally possibly a place to put the planer. So without further ado, the first step is to disassemble the existing workbench.
My back on a Tuesday, told him to come here again. Oh Lord, it's time to tell you. It's time to tell you I can love you better than you want to. No, if you cheat and cheat, oh no, 'cause cheating's just a thing you do. So you're Friday and Saturday, you made that boy again. You came home and crying, told you to be Lord, it's time to tell you I can love you better than you want to.
Okay, so now all of the workbench is into its separate components. This is the plan. And while the camera's been off, I've made a little mock-up. The workbench, the original workbench, is going to stay in the same place, but I'm going to raise it up to be the same height as the table saw. That's going to give me the outfeed. Underneath the table saw, at least on this side, I plan on having it completely open. That's going to allow me to make a dustbin that goes on wheels that I can throw offcuts directly into, and that, so long as there's holes on the saw's base, the sawdust can drop directly into it too. And then finally on this side, I'm thinking of having handheld power tools here, and then the thicknesser to the right. Having a removable dustbin will also hopefully allow me to get sufficient infeed and outfeed, because I can simply wheel it out of the way. And so now I've got a rough plan, I can begin by ripping the timber.
Cheating's just a thing you do. It's just a thing you do. Sorry, you ain't have my back. I can love you better than you want to. If you cheat, oh no, 'cause cheating's just a thing you do. It's just a thing you do.
Okay, so now I can cut the cross pieces to length. I've I've got them somewhere here.
My back, I could love you better.
And these just fit like so.
Once knew, oh no, no. If you cheat,
And then one at the front as well. And then I'm actually planning on putting 2 more cross supports here that will support the table saw itself. And I want to position these so that they match up with the mounts that are on the base. About 130. And I've done some maths, and that means I need to be 175 millimeters from the edge. So now I just need to cut the notches in these 2 pieces, and then I think I can screw this whole section together.
Five long days in the blistering sun left me out of love. I was caving in, so good. Nights were short and the air was deep. Only comfort.
And so now the frame has been extended, we need to raise the height of the section at the back, this area here. And to do that, I'm thinking of using some of these pieces. And they are the central section of a pallet. And also, by sheer coincidence, they happen to fit perfectly in the opening I've got. And so all I'm going to have to do is cut them to length and then screw them to the existing leg. I'm going to tie these 2 legs together using a cross support that I've made out of a pallet that's been cut in half.
Coming off my skin, I'm alive. But even a quarter stays once a minute after this time. See but I never thought I'd fly.
So I think this side is pretty much finished. So I now need to build a new framework for the worktop that's going here. While this is gluing up, I'm going to install the legs, and I've cut a notch in the bottom of them that a cross support will fit into.
We can get it all.
So now we can add this cross brace.
When the moon is big and bright.
And it also has notches or rebates cut into it, which will form these 2 pieces I cut on the table saw.
Everybody here is out of sight. They don't
And it is now the next day. The glue has dried and the frame is pretty rigid, so I've only got a few final steps left. We're going to add the worktop, install the bases, tie everything together, and then do a small modification to the bench so that a crosscut sled can run smoothly.
It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight.
And with the two workbenches now fixed together, I can work on getting them on the same plane. So I'm just going to take a straight edge and place it across the two surfaces. And it looks like we need to raise it slightly here. That looks better. And then on this axis, I'm just going to add one shim in that corner.
Everybody was dancing in the moon.
And this doesn't have to be completely perfect. It's just so that any pieces coming off the saw don't get caught. And finally, before I secure this workbench in place, I've got to make sure I've got a 20mm gap between it and the table saw. And that is just to make sure that the width ends can slot easily in place. And now I think we're ready to secure it in place. Now to the crosscut sled. To stop it hitting the workbench, we're unfortunately going to have to route out the groove. But on the plus side, at least it means that the saw can't come out the back of the sled.
Get it almost every night. When that moon is big and bright, it's a supernatural.
To make the bases for the original workbench, I can simply reinstall these two boards. But for the new one, I have the opportunity to test this setup for the first time. So this is half a sheet of 12mm plywood. Normally, to cut something this size, I'd have to get somebody else to hold one end. So let's see how the new setup fares.
Nobody here is out of sight. They don't walk and they don't bite. Keep things loose, keep them tight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight.
And that worked really, really well. And I know a lot of people say this when they finish a shop project, but this is honestly something I should have done earlier. I now actually have a really, really sturdy workbench that I can do glue ups and assemblies on. And cutting sheet goods is no longer going to be a wrestling match. And now we still have quite a bit to do to populate the workbench itself. But I'm imagining this video is getting quite long, and so I think I'm going to make that episode 2. So thank you for watching, take care, and I look forward to seeing you then.
It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight. We can get it almost every night. When that moon is big.